Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank y'all for coming. My name is Kirk Showalter, the General Registrar for the City of Richmond. I am exceedingly proud to be able to announce to the public that the efforts of many people, elected representatives, staff members of the City of Richmond have been working long and hard for a number of years to provide, as someone who was very witty, City of Richmond's new temple to democracy. This trek started about 5 years ago when we realized that the number of citizens who were voting and registering to vote in the City of Richmond was growing at such a rate that we needed larger space to provide services. Then when the no excuse absentee voting passed, we realized that we were going to need a whole lot more space. So a lot of good people put in a lot of good time, a lot of good efforts to locate a facility that would enable us to do that. So I'm pleased and proud to present to everyone our new headquarters at 2134 West Laburnum Avenue. And I will turn it over to Mr. Williams, who is a new voter registration officer of election. Mr. Williams.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Larry Williams, and I'm a new General Registrar Officer, and today we are here for the grand opening of the new Temple of Democracy. Now, it may have been hard to find, or if you did get lost, don't blame the GPS. It gets the best of us. But I do have the pleasure today of introducing our Mayor, LeVar Stoney, who will read a letter from the Honorable Senator Henry L. Marsh in his absence.
Thank you, and I would be remiss if I did not recognize some of my friends and colleagues in the work of governing the great city of Richmond. We're joined by President of the City Council, Dr. Cynthia Newbill. I saw City Councilwoman Stephanie Lynch is here with us as well. Councilwoman Kristen Larson's with us. And our clerk of court is also with us today as well. Brad, that's a good owl for Eddie Jr. Thank you. I have a letter. My only responsibility here today is to read a letter on behalf of my friend and the first Black mayor of the great city of Richmond, Henry L. Marsh III, also a state senator as well. And also, his name now dons the new school in the East End, Henry L. Marsh III Elementary School. Governor Wilder, Mayor LeVar Stoney, City Council President Newbill, Registrar Showalter, Electoral Board Chair Nachman, and all other guests assembled. I am honored by Registrar Showalter's invitation to participate in today's program. I will say at the outset that Richmond has the best registrar in the Commonwealth of Virginia. You notice that we have avoided problems experienced by several other jurisdictions in Virginia. Kirk, by establishing this office, you have once again demonstrated outstanding leadership. Another example of your leadership was your selection of Governor Wilder to make this dedication. As I indicated on page 162 of Memoirs of Henry L. Marsh III, in his career, my Howard University Law School classmate, Douglas L. Wilder, overcame major obstacles and became the first African-American elected to the Virginia State Senate since Reconstruction, the first African-American to be elected in Virginia to any statewide office, lieutenant governor, and the first African-American in the United States elected as governor of a state. I look forward to experiencing a tour of the office when I vote in the upcoming election on November 3rd. This election is so very important, and please make sure that not only you register and vote, but that your friends and family vote as well. Signed, Henry L. Marsh III.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and thank you, Senator Marsh in absentia. Governor Wilder unfortunately had a conflict in which he could have been here today. So in his lieu, we are, but not in his stead, are going to have some remarks by Mr. Jim Nachman, who is the chairman of the City of Richmond Electoral Board.
Thank you very much. It's been my privilege to be involved in politics for probably 30 or 40 years here in Virginia, and Doug Wilder is one of my mentors. Henry Marsh was one of my mentors. I've known Mayor Stoney for a long time, and it's been great working with all of them, and they've all taught me a lot. And I'm just very glad that we now have everything under one roof here on West Laburnum Avenue. Before, we had the Registrar's office in City Hall. It was cramped. All of our machinery, the voting machines we had to have in a warehouse off of West Moore Street. And now we have everything in one place. And so I'm hoping that this will make us more efficient. And with the help of the General Assembly and the help of our City Council, we're going to be able to have increased absentee balloting. We're going to have drop boxes in a number of different locations here at our main headquarters at City Hall, over in Southside Plaza. And so our goal is to make voting as easy and as accessible and as safe as we can, to give the voters a choice. And to the extent that we're living in very challenging times, I think we'll be able to accomplish that. And we're talking also about increasing transportation to this facility. And hopefully we can, get the GRTC bus to come a little bit closer here and make it easier for people to get here. I know that you all noticed that a lot of construction was going on with the sidewalk outside. Hopefully that's going to be done fairly soon. I don't have anything else. I don't know if anybody has any questions. I know that Kirk Showalter or I would be happy to answer them. Any questions from anybody?
I think Registrar Showalter was going to go over some of the important dates.
Okay.
In the
All right.
in the electoral calendar.
In closing, I want to encourage everybody, regardless of political affiliation or persuasion, to vote on November 3rd, which is Election Day, or before Election Day. Starting September 18th in this facility, you can vote in person without having an excuse to do so anymore. That will be Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. And then starting October 24th, we're adding 2 other facilities, one in City Hall and one at Hickory Hill Community Center. City Hall, of course, is 900 East Broad Street. Hickory Hill Community Center is 3000 East Belt Boulevard. That's more voting locations than we've ever had before on Election Day. The nice thing about this new facility is plenty of free parking. I know it used to be an issue downtown. And the caravans, for those of you who use them, can drive right up to our front door here. And we have a special parking right out front, as well as lots and lots more parking out back. So you can use either the front entrance or the back entrance. We will be on the 2nd floor for absentee voting. Where I'm standing now is the new no excuse absentee voting room. It is large enough to socially distance. As you can see, we've got plenty of room. We're set up as though it will be for Election Day itself. Behind me, the great big stands with orange backs to them are the new voting booths that we have that will accommodate 4 people at a time safely. Over to my left is where the poll books will be staged on Election Day. So we expect to be able to accommodate lots of voters and keep everybody safe. We ask them, though, please, if you don't mind, and if you don't have a medical reason not to wear a mask. We will have hand sanitizers in place, and we ask you to respect our election officers, if not your neighbors. Other important dates is we are doing absentee voting by mail now. The first ballots will also go out September 18th. So we encourage you to do so. I know there have been lots of stories about the Postal Service. I've had a lot of communication with our local representative, and he assures me that he is doing everything he can to expedite the ballots through the mail. One thing that the General Assembly did introduce this year, just for this November election, is that you will receive in your absentee ballot through the mail a return envelope that already has the postage on it. So all you have to do is vote your ballot at home and put it in the mailbox, and it will come to me in due process. If you apply now and apply early, there should be ample time for you to receive your ballot and return it before Election Day or by Election Day. Even if you do not wish to send it back, you can bring it yourself. You can't bring somebody else's ballot back, but you can bring your own ballot back to one of the 3 drop site locations that my electoral board chairperson mentioned. And that's here at 2134 West Laburnum. It'll be in our lower lobby, so you do not have to come up to the administrative offices. There will also be one in City Hall and one Southside Social Services Center and Southside Plaza. Those drop boxes will be closed at 7 p.m. on Election Day. They will be available, though, to voters as long as those buildings are open between September about 21st and Election Day. Ballots must be returned to the registrar or postmarked by 7 p.m. on Election Day. The deadline to apply for an absentee ballot through the mail has changed, and everybody needs to be aware of it. It used to be a week before the election. Now it's 2 Fridays before the election, so it's October 23rd is the last day that an application has to be in my office by 5 p.m. You can also go online to the State Board of Elections website to apply if you have a Virginia DMV issued ID. So there are lots of different new ways, and we hope everyone will vote. The first mailing we expect to be record-breaking for us. Right now, we have already approved 17,000 ballot applications to go out in the first mailing alone. So, voters, please vote. I and my staff are here to answer any questions or help you in doing that. And I thank everybody and would like to invite Mr. Mayor, Ms. Newville, my electoral board, council representatives to participate in cutting our ribbon and launching our new building.
Countdown. Eric, you want to give us a count?
And 3, 2, 1. Yay!